going on, everybody? It's UturnCrobat here, U-turning to you with Week 7 of the National Pokemon Competitive Conference. But before we get into anything, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Not sure how many of you are actually watching this video because it's rather late, but if you are, cool. If you're not, then fuck, I don't care. I don't really fucking care. I don't fucking care. So anyways, this week we're going up against Cap. Here's a link and all that good stuff will be down in my description, so please make sure you go follow him, make sure you subscribe to him. He's a great guy, actually. He's a really cool person. But as you can see, we're going up against a team that we were rather kind of, me and my assistant coach, Scruffy Fox, were kind of rather scared of. We were trying to figure out who in the hell we were going to be bringing. We're going against the fucking Scizor, the Snorlax, the Nihilego, the, oh my god, the, I don't even know. The Garchomp, the Pelipper, and the Ludicolo is what its name was. And so we are bringing a Magneton, Eviolite, and we have the Analytic this time around. The great thing about Magneton, Analytic, and all that shit is that when you do bring a Magneton, no one really knows if you're going to be Analytic or Magnet Pull. But we're rocking out with 252 HP, 112 in defense, 144 in speed, timid nature, with Volt Switch, hidden power, fire for that Scizor, and we're packing a Flash Cannon and a Thunderbolt, because why the fuck not? We have Sock, Choice Scarf Sock, which is actually really cool. I'm really surprised that we were able to bring a Choice Scarf Sock this time around. It's pretty cool. Sturdy. We're packing 68 HP, 252 attack, 188 speed, adamant nature, close combat, thunder punch, ice punch, and brick break. We packed the brick break just in case the Alolan, in case he did bring Alolan Ninetales and he brought the screens, the brick break would break right through those screens. Wink, wink. We're bringing Azumarill, Assault Vest, huge power, 252 HP, 92 attack, 164 special defense, adamant nature, Aqua Jet, Player Rough knockoff, superpower, here in black with a Fightinium Z with 164 HP, 252 special attack, 92 in speed, timid nature, ice beam, focus blast for the Fightinium Z, earth power, and roost. We're bringing the Manibuzz simply for those rocks. We actually needed a defog on Manibuzz. We have Rocky Helmet for any of his physical attackers. We have 254, 244 HP, 212 defense, 52 special, just kidding, 52 in speed. I mean, Impish Nature with Foul Play, Taunt, Defog, and Roost. We have Uxie, Chesto Berry, because this time around we really needed to try something different. Not that we needed to, we rather wanted to try something different, because Uxie can literally set up all over his team. So when we're finding the advantage, when we're actually are in a scenario, I'm kind of drinking, I'm sorry, but anyways, when we find a situation where we can actually set up, we have the Calm Mind and the Rest, so, and the Hidden Power Fire. So if we were able to set up on Snorlax, or just whoever, I don't really fucking care, then we can just set up, and Uxie can kind of just destroy his team late game. We have the Chesto Berry because of the Rest, 196 HP, 200 special attack, 112 speed, modest nature. So now that you know my team, I think it's safe to say we can just go right ahead into this fucking battle and just see how well we fucking do. I do have to say this is a long battle, and if I am able to speed this up, then great. My commentary may not really be lined up with the gameplay if I am able to speed it up, so just mind that. But at least I'll be able to speed it up, so it's not going to be boring as fuck for you. First turn. Magneton versus the Scizor. First turn, I really just wanted to throw off a Hidden Power Fire. If I did, in fact, just reveal it early, I didn't really care. We had the fucking Scizor. I really just wanted to damage it. And unfortunately, and this is what I was figuring, he was going to have that berry that does weaken fire-type moves. So because we packed the HP Fire, he has that berry. So as you saw, I didn't really do that much. But now, this is where it's rather weakened. He's going to U-turn out, Garchomp comes in, we have to hard switch up, because clearly Garchomp is part ground, we can't Volt Switch, we can't really do anything if we wanted to. I'm going to go into Sister Abigail the Manibuzz, because I am predicting a Stealth Rock, Luckily for me, I was predicting right. It was either going to be a Stealth Rock or an Earthquake. Either way, I can take those because one, Mana Buzz is flying, so obviously we're not going to get hurt with the fucking EQ, and the Stealth Rocks are just there. So I'm predicting him to switch out. I mean, I can take the EVs that we have in Mana Buzz. We can take any attack that Garchomp wants to throw at us. So I'm just going to go for a safe defog. If he switched out, cool. If he didn't, that's fine by me. We can take any attack, like I mentioned. So I'm predicting a Power Gem right here. I'm going to switch out just because of that reason. I really do not want to take a Power Gem. Mana Buzz really needs to carry this team on his back if we wanted to win. I'm going to switch into Magneton, as you see. Magneton, as you saw right there. Clearly, he does not want to take a Flash Cannon, but I do double switch because I wasn't sure what he wanted to do. These first, like 5 turns, 6 turns, whatever, however many turns, you are going to be seeing a lot of switching, just because I did know how well of a battler, Cap is. So I did do a lot of switching, just kind of predicting him to go into certain mons. As you can see, Snorlax is setting up. Mana Buzz is in front of this thing, and Mana Buzz just shuts Snorlax down. I can go for a taunt right here. If he set up, because he set up the one curse, I don't fucking care at all, because he can't do shit now. He can't rest, he can't curse, he can't do anything. So now I'm going to defog. I really don't want those toxic spikes on our side, because one, it will just wear down our mons. Granted, it's not going to really affect our Mana Buzz or even the Magneton, but all of our other mons, the Toxic's just going to wear down. But this is a situation where I am glad we do pack the Rocky Helmet, because Snorlax does have those physical attacks like Return. So even if he keeps attacking us, then the Rocky Helmet is going to keep hurting him, which is a plus, and I'm happy. I don't really mind that if he kept attacking us. But as of right now, because we can eat up those attacks, I actually felt perfectly safe going for a Roost, just because if he wanted to keep attacking us, like I mentioned, we do have that Rocky Helmet, so I don't really care all that much. He's going to switch out. I'm not really sure why. I don't really know why, but he is going to go into the Garchomp. I was figuring he was predicting like a foul play or some shit, because maybe, 1, he was going to go for another Stealth Rocks, or 2, he wanted to get some Rocky Helmet, not Rocky Helmet, but Rough Skin damage on our Mana Buzz. I'm not really sure, but I do go right into the Choice Scarfed Sock. And because I saw that Garchomp right in front of me, I really just wanted to fucking Ice Punch. Now, I would lie if I said that I didn't want to fucking freeze this, this Pelipper right here. I actually really did want to freeze this thing, because Pelipper can easily Scald Burn. This thing could just be so fucking annoying. I really just wanted to freeze this fucker, and unfortunately we don't. But, you know what, it is what it is. I mean, if we did freeze the thing, then it would have been rather annoying for Cap, and I would have felt kind of bad. So, you know, I'm glad we didn't. Actually, I am glad that we didn't, but it would have been nice, because Pelipper's a bitch. So we're gonna go on to Bitch Slap the Azumarill. Now, none of his team really wants to take a Play Rough or even a knockoff. So I'm gonna go out into a safe Play Rough, because 1, I know that it's stab and Azumarill hits like a bitch. Granted, the name, not granted, I don't fucking know. The name Bitch Slap makes sense now, doesn't it? So I'm switching up because this Pelipper is Rocky Helmet, and I really don't want Azumarill taking any more Rocky Helmet damage. So I'm going into the safe Magneton, because I can easily Thunderbolt. I can predict a switch and go for a Flash Cannon. I can really do anything. So because right now he's going into the Garchomp, I am going to be going for the Flash Cannon, I do believe. Yeah, so I was predicting the Garchomp right there. So I wanted to go for the safe Flash Cannon, and I do get the prediction right. Not that Flash... And, okay, 1, I wish Flash Cannon did like an ass ton more, but Flash Cannon did a really good amount because I was analytic. I wasn't sure if he was going to go for Rocks or EQ. I did make a safe play in going into the Mana Buzz, because I was almost certain he was going to go for the EQ, but at the same time, Mana Buzz is kind of our Garchomp check. I don't want to call it a Garchomp check, but we can eat up any attacks that Garchomp wants to dish out, so I don't really mind throwing Mana Buzz in front of the Garchomp. I really don't. but I'm going for a taunt, because if this thing wants to set anything up, then that's perfectly fine by me. I just really wanted to, I wanted to taunt this thing in case he did want a Toxic or whatever, but unfortunately he does pack that Scald, which does unfortunately burn, and it's rather annoying, but we do have Manibuzz carrying the team right now, because it has Defog. It's managed to defog those Toxic Spikes away, it doesn't manage to defog those rocks away, and it's fine by me. And we do pack the Roost, so even if we're able to, get a Roost off, then we get all the HP back like you saw right now. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I don't really care. So right now we need to switch, because this Ludicolo in the rain is rather fucking annoying. I was predicting this thing to go for either an Ice Beam or a Giga Drain. Either way, Johnny Crash the Kyurem Black can eat up any attacks this thing wants to do. I was not predicting this thing to go for a Swords Dance at all. I really was not. This thing actually really scared me, because this thing can fucking learn Drain Punch. This thing can just destroy our team. He switches out. I'm not really sure why. Granted, this battle was, I did have this battle like a few days ago, so I'm not really sure why he switched. But he's going to go into a Scizor, because he knows Scizor can eat up any attacks that Kyurem Black wants to do. And so I'm going into Sister Abigail, because one, I wanted to see what this fucker was going to do. If he's going to stop another like Swords Dance on his Scizor, then I wanted a taunt. But I did know that Scizor could possibly do a lot of damage to our Manibuzz. So I wanted to switch out into our Pokemon that can actually eat up any attacks that Scizor wanted to do, the Magneton. Now, this is a rather annoying situation I am in once again, because we have Interstellar facing Hot and Fluffy. This thing is going to set up once again, I am almost assuming. I'm going to Taekwondo. I'm going to make the hard switch right now and just try scaring him out, because one, I can take a return somewhat well. As you can see, I at least can take one, and because we are Scarfed, I can hit like a fucking truck on this fucking Snorlax. Now, I was predicting him to switch out, because he kept switching into Scarf God. Now, at this point in time, I didn't really want to go for a close combat, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if he was going to switch into Scarf God or not, but I did make the hard decision and go for the Thunder Punch, just possibly thinking he was in fact gonna go into Scarf God, because every single time he wanted to switch Scarf God in onto Sock or just whoever threatened his Snorlax. So I did make the right decision, I'm glad. But I'm locked in. I have to switch out into our Garchomp, check the Manibuzz. He's gonna go for Stealth Rocks. I honestly don't fucking care. I do have enough HP where I can take a Dragon Claw. He can't touch me, really. He really cannot touch me. I'm just gonna go for fucking Defog. This thing is gonna be switching out. I really don't mind. He's going into the Nihilego. I'm defogging because I don't want that fucking chip damage on our team. I can't afford to have it. If I want to win this fucking battle, guys, I cannot afford to have any fucking chip damage on our fucking Mons. But the Power Gem is a thing, so I'm kind of frightened about that. Sister Abigail really does not want to take a fucking Power Gem from the Nihilego. I'm going in an Interstellar. Interstellar, the Magneton can easily eat up any attacks that Nihilego wants to go for, with it being Power Gem or really anything. I never go up against fucking Nihilego, so I really don't know what this thing really has other than Power Gem. But this thing does not, the Nihilego does not want to get hit with the Flash Cannon. He's going to switch into the, whatchamacallit, the, oh my god, I forget its name. But you see who he goes into. I'm going to a Flash Cannon. For whatever reason, I keep getting, in this battle particularly, I'm getting confused between Pelipper and this fucker. I don't know why. Ludicolo. I'm going for a Volt Switch, because this Volt Switch, one, I know that I could possibly deal a good amount of damage to this thing, and he has no recovery whatsoever. I'm going to Sister Abigail, simply because I, one, wasn't sure what this thing was going to do. If this thing wanted to set up, that's perfectly fine. With that Drain Punch, with that damage, I could easily take quite a few Drain Punches if he wanted to keep setting up. Now, one reason I did go into Manibuzz is because we do have the Rocky Helmet. I want Ludicolo to get the Rocky Helmet. 2, because if he wanted to go for a neutral Drain Punch, we can easily eat those up. If he wanted to set up then go for a Drain Punch, that's fine too. We can easily eat those up. As you can see, he is going to go for a Sword Stance after not revealing, but going for a neutral Drain Punch, which is fine, because we can still, after the Roost, guys, after the Roost, we can still eat up a Sword Stance Drain Punch, but he actually doesn't. He actually predicts me to switch out and goes for a Waterfall. Not entirely sure who I was going to go out into. I don't really even know, but because of the Wrecking Helmet damage and all that good stuff, I'm easily able to take out the Ludicolo with the Foul Play, and I know that he used the Sword Stance, so maybe that helped a little bit as well, because Foul Play is kind of based around how much attack you have, how much attack stat you have. So I don't really think it even mattered, because seeing as how much HP he had, I didn't think it really mattered. I'm going into Endostellar predicting another Power Gem, which is exactly what he goes for. At this point in time, I was kind of predicting his every move. I don't want to seem cocky, because I'm not a cocky guy. But at the same time, there were a lot of moves where I was like, oh, I'm almost assuming he's just going to go for that. And he went for it. He's a great battler. Cap is a great battler, so I don't want to seem cocky at all. But this fucking Heligo is so fucking bulky, because that fucking Flash Cannon would have done so much more, because I'm analytic, but it clearly did not take this thing out. From full, analytic Flash Cannon with the EVs that we have would have taken out that Nihilego from full, like I mentioned, but it's a fucking bulky Nihilego and it didn't, and it's rather disappointing. But I'm going into a Azumarill because I know I can take out, I know that I can take the Power Gem, and I just wanted to get some damage on this thing. I wanted to go for an Aqua Jet in case the Nihilego wanted to stay in, but I did want to get some damage on the Scizor, so he does switch out, and I'm relatively happy with how much Aqua Jet did. But I'm switching out into the Magneton right here. He's going to go for a Roost. That's perfectly fine. At this point in time, he figured we were Magnet Pull, which is a huge fucking plus. Because he thought we were Magnet Pull, he is going to be going for that fucking Bullet Punch, which bites him in the ass. I don't want to seem rude or anything, because I'm not a rude fucking person, but like, this really helped us a lot with us being analytic and not Magnet Pull, because 9 times out of 10 you do see that Magnet Pull Magneton, and people or Pokemon like that do end up just going for the moves that they shouldn't be going for, and it just bites them in the ass and it sucks. And at this point in time, he does predict us to switch again. He thought we were going to be going into Azumarill right there. That's why he went for the Sludge Bomb, but I'm so fucking happy he didn't, because I'm able to go for a perfectly safe Flash Cannon and take out the Nihilego right there. This point in time, I'm perfectly just happy. Right now, I'm happy because I want to try to preserve either a 6-0 win, or I want to try to preserve a 5-0 win, because at this point in time, I know that we are going to be picking up the win. I wasn't sure what I should be doing. At this point, I'm just going to go into fucking Taekwondo, the sock, the Choice Scarf sock, keep in mind. Not that it really matters, because we're in front of a fucking Snorlax. But the point is that even after a +1 curse, a freaking fucking fracking close combat is going to do a damn good chunk to this thing. He's going to switch up, which is perfectly fine. He's going to go into Garchomp, which I know why he went into it, because he wanted to get all that rough skin damage. But from that range, we're able to fucking take out the Garchomp. I'm not entirely sure what EVs he had for Garchomp, but with that fucking close combat, guys, I wasn't sure if we were going to take out the Garchomp, but we did, and I'm just so fucking psyched that we were able to, because Garchomp would have been rather annoying. But, you know, Taekwondo is down from the rough skin. It is what it is. Sister Abigail is literally carrying the team on its back. I can just easily safe taunt right now, because it's just going to, just check and just block anything that Snorlax wants to do. He's going for a return. I don't care. I can easily just roost up on this thing and just check this thing. Just block this thing. Just do anything for us to pick up the win. I don't really care what I have to do. The burn's not going to take us out. I can outspeed and go for a... Just go for a roost. Just go for a roost U-turn. Just go first, and that's exactly what I do, because I know that I can take a U-turn. I know that I can take a return. I know that this thing is not going to be going for a curse, So I'm just going to keep roosting up until he is just going to get low enough because of the Rocky Helmet damage. So this is the plan. This is the plan. This is the plan. You guys have to listen. This is the plan. So I kept going for Roost. One, because I wanted him to keep hitting me so the Rocky Helmet damage would do a good amount. So I kept roosting for that reason, because I wanted to switch into Kieran, because I wanted to blast off that Titanium Z, the all-out Pummeling. So I wasn't really sure how much Rocky Helmet damage I really needed, but I wanted to get him into a safe range where I could wait for the taunt to wear off, and I could taunt him again, leaving him at like yellow, leaving him about half or less than half. And as of right now, this all makes sense because the taunt wears off. I'm going for another taunt, so he can't rest, so he can't curse, so he can't do anything. He is actually going to be going for a return, which is perfectly fine by me because, well, the Rocky Helmet damage is a thing, and I really don't mind. And even if I switch into Kieran Black, which I am going to do momentarily, return is still not going to be taking out the Kieran. Now, during this battle, I am so fucking happy we had Sister Abigail on our team. Manibuzz did such a good job carrying the team on his fucking back, just defogging those toxic spikes, defogging those stealth rocks left and right. It carried the team so often during this battle. It was so good having Manibuzz on the team during this fucking battle. We really needed it. But now I don't really mind bringing Kieran in because, like I mentioned earlier, return's not going to be doing too much, and because of the HP Snorlax has, I do feel perfectly fine for the first time in this season going for a Z move, using the Titanium Z for Focus Blast. We are going to be going for the all-out Pummeling, which is actually fucking amazing, simply because of the thumbnail that I will potentially be using for this battle. And well, as you can see right there, it takes out Snorlax, giving us a 5-0 victory against Cap. Now, Cap, if you did not get bored of this battle, and if you're actually near the end, and if I said anything rude, then I'm sorry. I'm really not a rude person. I don't know. I've been drinking, so mind me. But I didn't want to seem rude or anything, so just, I don't know, whatever, fuck it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this battle, then please give this a thumbs up. Please just make sure you subscribe to the channel, because all that support, it really does help me out. Now, if you're still around, I kind of want to get on a few things here. Now, during the battle, we did bring in Magneton and Nihilego a few times, but Magneton and Nihilego then doubled into Uxie, if you remember. We were scouting for HP ground right there, so if you go back into the battle, the part where we brought Magneton in on Nihilego then doubled into Uxie, we were predicting the HP ground because obviously Uxie does have that levitate, so we really did not want Magneton getting hit with the HP ground. Now, Pelipper was his only switch into Sock, as you saw, so the Thunder Punch play was huge because that freed Sock up to click close combat on literally anything he had on his fucking team. Likewise, when we had Magneton in on Pelipper, he wasn't staying in because he needed it for Sock and to support Ludicolo, so Flash Cannon would hit the incoming Garchomp that we expected. Obviously, Manibuzz was the glue for this team, as you saw, to work well, so we could switch it in on his rocker, and priority was to get rid of hazards to keep Kieran and Manibuzz itself safe from rocks, and Taunt was kind of last minute change from U-turn, and I'm so glad we did. But it was specifically for Curslax, and that worked out. That actually worked very, very nicely. It was actually fucking amazing, because that last minute change was just fucking vitally important. If we had U-turn instead, then this battle could have it would have been different. It would have been different. But I wasted your guys' time long enough, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here. But I hope all of you have a great day, and I'll catch all of you all on the flip side.